What's up, guys? It is a rainy day here in Florida, but I just drug something super cool back to the shop. Take a peek. It is a gorgeous patina to 1953 5-window truck. Look at this. And it being in the rain, that is perfect because we're getting a real good glimpse of it. It's green, it's black, it's got some rust on it. It's in amazing condition. This thing is a 5-window, so it's super cool because you get that good visibility. And it's got a rocket patina on it, a real patina. We don't really care for the fake stuff around here. Amazingly, this actual patina rusty farm truck is not really all that rusty. Like, cab corners are in good shape, the hood's in amazing shape, the fenders are in good shape. I mean, you can't replicate that. That's just cool right there, man. With the exception of one missing step rail on the side, it is a complete truck. The previous owner pulled it all apart because he was already planning on putting a different chassis underneath it. He saved us all that work. Now we just get to enjoy putting this beautiful truck together, LS swapping it, doing cool stuff. It's a really interesting build that we've got planned for it. I can't wait to tell you guys deeper into it, but it's gonna be pretty neat when we get this thing unloaded and start going to town on it. Check out this badass chassis we just got from chopping block through switch suspension. This thing is sick. This is a 1947 to 55 Chevy truck package. It's got everything you need. I haven't dug apart this pallet yet to see what all is in there, but here is the frame and it looks mighty nice. Time to get all this broke down and see what we got. Wow. So there's some boxes for the burn pit, and there is our chassis ensemble. That's a lot of junk, man.
It's a lot of adult Legos.
Adult Legos, for sure. I like how this thing comes completely disassembled. There's no bushings in it, no nothing. So we can kind of mock this thing up and then get it right into powder coat without having to put in bushings, pull out bushings, all that kind of crap. It's a pain in the butt. So get it tossed together, and then we're gonna head off to powder coating. We're at Candy Coated Customs, and it's time to get this big old pile of junk powder coated. Just kidding, we're definitely not doing anything in black and yellow on this bad boy. But have a gander at that. Powder coating's done, she's assembled. This color came out fantasticals. There's a little flake in there, you can't really see it inside, but when we get this thing outside, you'll see it. Good job, gang. Got the Goonie wheels on it, went ahead and put the cab on.
What's going on?
What are you doing in here, man?
Just finishing up the floor and toe pan, firewall, the whole shebang.
Ooh, look at that. Fancy new floor. Gonna have a new firewall in there. Whew, come right along.
Yeah, I'm happy with how it came out. Usually don't do that good.
Nice. Got the bed on. We're test fitting everything in here. Getting battery boxes put on. This thing is flying together, man. We might actually make this Christmas deadline. Who knows? Keeping the updates going. It might not look like much, but we got the brake system figured out. We got the steering system figured out. We got our gas pedal put in, all that kind of jazz. So everything functionality is in here. Those might seem like little things, but they all took many days to get them to actually work. So now we're gonna rip this thing all the way back apart, grind everything down, make it look nice and pretty, finish all the lines, finish all the hardware stuff on the chassis, get that real engine put in there, and man, we are off to the races. This thing is cooking.
How y'all doing? Someone needs a shaft.
Need the shaft. I'm tired of getting the shaft. My buddies are here from Gulf Coast Drive Shaft to help us get this drive shaft figured out so we can get to the finish line on this. We're in the crunch mode.
Just hold her right on seal if you would.
Right on the seal there.
You got U-bolts for the rear or no?
I got nothing.
Okay.
I don't think so. Did it come with U-bolts?
Actually, I probably should have put you on the smart end because I don't have my glasses on.
These are getting older problems, huh?
Well, yeah.
I'd say that's a 55 and a half.
55 and a half?
Yeah.
4L60?
Do you want it in millimeters?
No.
So what do we got here? This is the aluminum shaft you guys built for us, and now we're gonna balance this bad boy. You guys had it really close just by hand without even putting any weights to it. Yeah. So what do we do now?
First, what I do, and I wanted to wait till you got here and show you, if you notice this T8 tubing, it's really strong stuff. But as you can see, the appearance of it is not as pretty as like a T6 aluminum.
Okay.
So what I do is I'll spin this thing up in here. Take some emery cloth.
It's so quiet.
It is quiet. I'll just take some emery cloth to this thing.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
And just polish it right up. Get a nice finish on there.
What RPM are you spinning at there roughly?
I'm thinking probably around 1,500 maybe.
1,500 RPM with some emery cloth, and look at that shine.
We're pretty proud of these things. So, of course, when they go out the door, not only do we want them to work well, but we want them to look good too. So we take the extra little bit of time.
I agree with that. Rule number one, always look cool.
So our goal is when we're done, is we want at a predetermined RPM, generally, like I said, around 3,500, 4,000 is where I'm balancing at. We want to get these indicators in the green. That ensures that our drive shaft is smooth throughout the RPM. So we'll just spin it up. So there's that.
Listen to that hum.
There's that vibration. You hear it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start on this end. Add a weight down there, and you'll see how the sound changes. It's crazy. I love this machine. Sometimes it'll make me pull my hair out because it wants perfection. So you are at 331. If you notice, there's numbers there. They coincide with the degree wheel, and the number above is how much weight it wants.
All right.
At that number.
So at 331, we're adding a 0.94.
And it does take some experience in the driveline world because sometimes I've got to move a weight, a 1/16 of an inch, an 1/8 of an inch. You know what I mean? And so I tell people it still takes a lot of experience doing this to get everything fine-tuned. So 0.94. Any difference already?
Definitely.
Isn't that insane?
The hum is gone already.
So now it's showing 0.46 at 3.
Okay.
But this is where the experience comes in. Guys that aren't experienced, of course, are just going to start throwing weight at it.
Yep.
I know that moving this weight a little bit to this side, I can reduce how many weights are on this drive shaft.
Okay.
Like I said, you've seen the drive shafts where they look like...
Yeah, looks like a disco ball with
Yes.
all the weights glued all over it.
So this is where we can trick the machine and make them look much cleaner. Like I said, less weight, so it was asking for it at 3, so I'm just gonna move it a little bit. And this is why sometimes it'll take me a little longer, because I just move it a little bit at a time until I get to that number where it's at. So now it wants the 348. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at 348. .348 is right when I move my weight. So it's telling me it wants weight here, but I need to put just a little bit more on. So there we are, 4,000 RPM, and both needles are in the green and quiet as a church mouse.
4,000 RPM. I don't hear a thing except for the electric motor on this end. Wow.
So then
That's efficient.
And I'll do a complete report, which will have your name on it, and it'll show everything that was on that screen, how fast it was balanced, what the final numbers were, and you get a copy of that to take with you. So that's all it is.
Just like that.
That's simple.
That's all it is, right? I
That's
mean,
all it is.
You just do it at home. No, man, that was actually really quick. I was expecting this to be a longer process, and I mean, it took the hum out immediately. You heard it when we first fired that thing up at, what was it, 2,500 RPM?
Between 2,500 and 3,000.
For the first go, and it had that hum that was very distinct. The first weight, the hum went away, and then on the second go around, 4,000 RPM, smooth like butter. Since we're talking about drive shafts, we're here and these guys are specializing in new performance carbon fiber drive shafts, and they built this crazy torque testing machine. So Shane, tell us how it works.
What we do is we bolt the drive shaft in. We've got one end of the drive shaft. We created a lock plate, so one end is locked in. We've got an air cylinder at the other end. I apply air to it, and it's going to literally twist this drive shaft. We have a laser light with a degree wheel, so we can see how many degrees we're twisting, and then also ensure that the drive shaft comes back to 0 after we're done twisting, and that ensures that our bonds are solid. We generally twist anywhere from 2,500 to 3,000, 3,200 foot-pounds in this machine.
So 3,200 foot-pounds, that's more than the average street car?
That's more than the average street car, yeah.
I don't know, we're gonna twist the heck out of this thing and see what kind of torque it can handle. Apply air pressure to this machine and that twists it, yes?
Yep.
You see the piston moving over here, slowly but surely coming up. So the degree wheel is turning. How does that math work?
We converted air pressure to foot-pounds.
Oh.
Of course, this was my engineer friend. This is way out of my league. So I recruited him, and we've got a chart here that tells us what pressure, what torque we're putting on it. So I generally, like I say, go about 100, 110 PSI, which is...
110 PSI, that is 3,110 foot-pounds of torque. And right now we're looking at how much twist?
We are at probably about 11 degrees of twist in there.
11 degrees.
Just to give you an idea how strong these drive shafts are, it literally picks 2 feet of my machine off the ground.
As it's twisting the actual entire machine, it takes twisting this gigantic steel machine to get this thing to bend 11 degrees. Carbon fiber is pretty strong, huh?
It's pretty strong.
Okay, so now you've applied 3,110 foot-pounds of torque to this thing. What happens when you unwind it? Are we looking for it to come back to 0?
Yep, we just release the air.
Drops, pistons falling. And the degrees are calling.
This one we were going to build carbon fiber is we were going to have a way to test these things before they leave the building, because unfortunately a lot of the carbon fibers, when guys get them, the test is in their vehicle. I said, we're not going to be those guys.
You don't want to be the guys that are like, you'll find out when you go down the drag strip whether or not it's any good.
That's right.
That's probably not the way to do business.
We've seen plenty of it. So.
What's up, brother man?
What's up?
Look at you out here in this sexy little Cadillac.
My parts delivery vehicle.
This is the parts delivery vehicle. All right, what do we got here? Yep, look at that. In the green.
So.
Well, look at this bad boy. That's nice. Representing right there. Yeah. Gulf Coast Drive. Fits in there?
Yes, sir.
Sling it in there, Mike. Oh, wrong hole.
Jim Squaw. Boop. Oh, look at that.
Oh man, that's gonna be perfect.
Don't you fall off, Caps.
Oh,
like that.
Good catch. Good catch.
Don't you do that. There you go, sir. Mr. U-Bolt kit.
Man, look at that perfect fit.
Man, it's almost like I've done this time or two before.
This might be your second time, I think it was, you said? Yeah. There you have it, Gulf Coast drive shaft in the house. This thing fits perfect, nice aluminum in there. No hum, no vibration from the drive shaft is gonna be our problems. No siree. One step closer to having this thing ready to go, man. Thank you. Awesome. Thanks for that drive shaft, buddy.
Thank you, sir. Have a great weekend.
The boys got all the mechanical stuff wrapped up on the chassis, and now it's time for the cab. Yesterday, I got this bad boy in paint. We used this brown graphite. It's a gorgeous color. There's a little metallic in it. You can't really see it in here too well. And then we did a satin over the top of the entire vehicle. So the firewall, the dash, a few other odds and ends got the pretty color, and then the rest of it just got protection for all of that gorgeous patina. Now it's time to get that bad boy tossed onto the chassis because my wiring guy gets here tomorrow. That means I need to have this thing buttoned up so he can start wiring this bad boy. Oh, look what the cat drug in. Dusty's in town. Time to get this baby wired up. What are you doing, man?
Well, right now we're mounting a solenoid that's gonna actually isolate the two accessory batteries from the main battery. So it's gonna complete the circuit when the engine's running, so it'll charge these two batteries in the back, but we can run all this other stuff that's going in it and not drain the start battery.
Beep boop bop, nerd stuff. I don't know. He's gonna make it so that the stuff in the back works and the engine works separately. Cool story, right? Let's get this baby wired up. Got the wheels in, let's have a gander. Ooh. Yeah! Big old steelies. Ah. Yep, time to go get these powder coated. Yeah. Wheels are back from the powder coater. That color looks great on there. We'll pop the beauty ring and the center cap on later and clean up the white walls and everything, but just wanted to get them on there and compare them so the wheels match the chassis. Pretty neat. Since there's a little break in the madness, it's an opportunity for me to build the console for this bad boy. Let's get to work. Dusty, is that a pretty sexy console or what?
I think it's a marvelous console.
Is it sexier than socks on a rooster?
Sexier than socks on a rooster, yes.
Cooler than mentholated X-Lax?
That is.
Dusty sayings. So in the back, we got our wine chiller. This drops it down to, I don't know, some kind of very cold thing. So you can throw a bottle in there and immediately get it to cold drinking temperatures. Then we got a nice 12x9 console area here for storing all your whatnots and who's gadgets. Probably some kind of nitrogen corkscrew, perhaps. I don't know. Couple of cup holders for those non-alcoholic beverages, of course, while you're driving. And then a nice tray to hold a phone or, you know, pair of handcuffs. And then you got your little power window jobbies. And then we recess this and put the air ride controls right in there, nice and sexy tight like. Man, this is gonna look great once it gets wrapped in leather, huh?
It is. Your little bouncy switches, is that what you was talking about?
Yeah, them little hippity hoppities right there, beepity boopities. Yeah, cool. All right, on to the next thing. How's the wiring going?
Well, it's going. I'd say we're about 75% there.
So we got the vintage air under the dash. We got electric wipers. We got Dakota digital controller, keyless entry, passive computer box. Like, there's not a lot of real estate underneath this dash.
No, there's not.
And that's not even a fraction of what's in this truck. I mean, we stashed the fuse panel. It's gonna go back here behind the seat. It's gonna be a sub under the seat. There's speakers everywhere else and junk. And then you get back here, oh boy, we aren't even getting started. Got the air ride, got the wine cooler, 7 bottle, of course. Inverter for all this cool 120 gizmos and gadgets around here. There's gonna be a nice big sunshade that pops off. Oh my God, this thing's gonna be crazy.
Not to mention you got 3 batteries. You got 2 basically RV batteries on either side with an isolator that separates them from the main drive, so that if you kill those while you're partying, you still got the battery to start the truck with. So
yeah, we don't want you to leave the party or not be able to leave the party. Oh boy, this truck has all kinds of wrong things written all over it, but it's gonna be awesome. Since I was in the mood with my carpentry skills, you saw the console, but this is the sweet bed cover that I made for this thing. Normally this would be the floor. I added in a couple little hingy things to hide a couple things and make it easier to open and everything. And also over there, our wine cooler, we covered it in the vintage wood so that it kind of matches the bed and everything. But 7 bottle cooler, it looks all vintagey. And then the bed has a gas strut system on it that helps lift it up all fancy like that. And then we got this here luggage area with our stereo. We could fit a couple other things in here. They're gonna stay with the truck, but there we go. We got our truck panels done. This is the big flip up shade. We'll give a demonstration on that thing later on, but inverter that controls all the 110 stuff throughout here. Man, this truck is really coming together. Dusty, is the wiring done?
well, we're looking for the damn horn signal.
Hold on, what? The horn don't work, man. You sure that wire's good? Oh,
Yeah, it's good. I'm done.
all right. Just need to plug that in. The wiring is complete on the truck. The guys started throwing the front end together. We got the grill in there, the lights, all that kind of cool stuff. And now it is time to see if this LS3 runs. Now, normally a crate engine, I would have no question whether or not this thing runs. But we kind of had to make a crate engine kit from Summit because they didn't have the complete ones in stock. So we'll see if it all works. Inside the cabin here, you might notice this little glowing light. Well, that's because we got the push button start, right? And it knows that we're here, the passive thingamadoohickey with the key jobber dobber dibby that. Yeah. Anyways, so we push once. Yeah, that turns kind of things on. Push twice. Hear the fuel pump. Hear the buzz. Oh, screw you, air cake. Quiet on the set. Yeah, that's right. Shut up, air tank. Before I was so rudely interrupted. All right, it's primed. Let's see what happens. Broomski. Well, kinda. It's running. Got a little bit of a lope to it. I think it probably needs to learn its fuel trim and all that stuff, but hey, man, MGM crate motors, no joke. Fire up every time. Pretty stoked on that. The lights work on this thing?
I believe it did.
What do we got? We got parking lights.
The parking lights.
Yeah.
We've got them there hazards.
Yep, very nice.
And then we've got the headlights.
Are all the bulbs on?
But I'm not quite sure.
Stick your face in there.
Yes, they work.
Looks like somebody's hitting the sauce a bit early.
I see stars.
Finishing touches on some stuff up here. What do we got going on, Mike?
Routing these AC lines, getting everything permanently installed so we can test it out.
All right, cool. AC lines. Noah, oh, look at this. We got our running board and one of the fenders on.
Yeah, just slowly starting to get all of the little fixins added to the car, making it actually look like a complete unit now. And boy, is it a unit. This thing is nice.
It is. Look at that thing. So we had to do the fake patina on a couple of parts. The running boards we didn't have. And I mean, can you tell the difference between?
Nah, that looks real good, man. You did a good job there.
Yeah, it's even got like, so I mean, we were like, oh, somebody's been stepping here, you know, worn out looking. The bumper splash aprons, you know, match the truck. So patina throughout. And now we know this thing runs and we need to move it over there so we can use the lift. So first drive for this thing. Interior is not in it yet, so you know, bring my own seat with me. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's comfy. Oh, soft close, look out there. The gas pedal isn't attached. So, I probably won't need the gas pedal. Okay, fire in the hole. Listen to that exhaust note.
Oh, that thing in the sun. Oh, we're leaking fuel. Leaking fuel. Stop it. Cut it off.
Leaking fuel?
Yeah, right here.
Looks like we had a little fuel line wanted to let loose on us there. Oh well, at least Noah saw it.
That's a good thing.
Didn't catch on fire. No. All right, well, we'll push it in the rest of the way and get that fixed up. Mike, what's the word? Do we get a leak free?
Leak is all free.
Cool.
No leaky.
We are not Hawaiian. We don't do the leaky around here. No way. Uh-huh. Are you doing some car yoga, buddy?
Yeah. All upside down, crooked up in here.
What are you working on?
Trying to get this pipe in the hole hose.
Trying to put the hose in the hole?
Yes.
Huh.
It's a very tight.
Naturally. You've really taken to that position in the truck there, huh, man? I mean, good thing it's a 5-window. Gotta bleed the radiator here. Gotta get all the air out, so let's go ahead and... It's a convenient tool to be able to get that real angle, get all the air out of there in one shot. More normal.
What did I walk into?
Nothing, we were performing this bad boy.
Oh.
And gonna... So usually you jack up the car to burp it.
Oh, yeah. Self-jacking.
Oh, David, burp
And
it.
self-burping.
Look in the hole, man.
No.
I think we're gonna call it good. Perfect. All right, well, we're gassed up. We already found a couple problems with the truck, but hey, that's why we do this driving stuff. Gotta find all those problems so the customer doesn't have to deal with it, you know what I mean? Let's get out of here. Head back to the shop, go fix some junk. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. All right, got the hood put on here today. Have a gander at this badness. Eddie Motorsports hinges, super clean. Man, those are nice. Looking good. The sun is down, but we're still working hard here at Conquer Custom because we're in crunch mode for the truck. That means it doesn't matter what hour of the day it is, we still got to get stuff done. Henry and the crew are here getting started on the interior. Look at this gorgeous leather. Oh man, I wish you guys could smell it, but it's supple. How's it going in here, guys?
Good, good. How you doing?
Henry, Norma, fighting the good fight, getting that headliner in there.
It's a battle, but we're happy to do it.
Yeah. This gorgeous suede headliner they made for it. They've got all kinds of stuff that they've been making for it. We got the console over there, but hopefully by the end of the night, we got some progress on this thing. It's looking great so far. Bam. Wine cooler. It's the week before Christmas and we are definitely gonna make our deadline. However, customer's heading out of town. He wants to check out the truck ahead of time. So we're gonna surprise his wife and let him get a little sneak peek of this bad boy before they boot scoot on out of town. When they get back, it'll be 100% ready for him to rock and roll though. Look. So it's not done yet, obviously, but I wanted you guys to get a glimpse of it before you took off on your trip. Barely touch it and it'll close itself.
That is sick. Wheels are
Fit in it?
the suede.
Suede on all the headliner, the whole back piece, the nice carpet in here. We had them put in a heel pad and the leather.
That leather.
Got a few more trim pieces still to put in here. There's a trim piece that goes around the windshield. Obviously there's not any glass in the back yet because they didn't send the right seals for it, but it's getting there. Very, very soon it'll be ready to go. I think they're coming on Friday to do the door panels, so I can send you guys some pictures of that. We're back from our first drive with it. We took it over to go show Jason his machine. His wife was excited. She loved the thing, but we got some definite bugs to work out on it. It's not running very good. It won't hold an idle. We had some issues before with the mass airflow sensor, so maybe we need to make a new intake for it or something. But all in all, they love the truck. It's gorgeous. This interior inside of it, man, look at that. Beautiful leather, custom console, everything in there is sweet. We got a few more things to button up, need the door panels and blah, 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 whatever. And see how we're ready for them. This far, I'm digging it though. Truck is done. It is totally awesome, but there's just one more thing we got to test out. Hey Noah!
Yeah?
It's wine time, buddy!
Don't mind if I do.
I've curated a fine assortment of cheeses for you, my lord. Apricot jam, the fine aged cheese. This, my sir, is a Peruvian pepper jam. You'll enjoy that. It's spicy. The Grey Poupons. Cheers, sir. Cheers. Well, job well done. Job well done. this gorgeous truck. Look at this shade.
Too bad it's already a cloudy day.
It's never a cloudy day when you're drinking wine.
Cheers to that.
So not only is this thing functional in the cool sense of driving a truck, but I mean, this is 100% what you wanted this thing for, right?
Yeah, man, we're having a good old swell time here.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much.
What is all that ruckus out there?
And I had to get my con again. Yeah.
What are you guys doing out here?
I don't believe you're in the proper attire, sir.
That's the least fancy thing you can do.
I was ready to partake in the formal festivities.
Jolly good, old boy.
Now join us for some cheese and wine. Enjoy, good sir.
Thank you.
Now for some cheese. Yes, thank you.
Yes, and I told him LS3 only made 430 horsepower. 6 months we got this truck built. Pretty dang good. I'm gonna miss this one. What do you think, man?
It's probably the nicest build we've done. I mean, the Corvette was cool, but this is just on a whole nother level of just uniqueness, and it has all these little knickknacks that just put it beyond anything that I've ever seen before.
The air ride, the full chassis, the interior, all nice leather.
I mean, building it was cool, but I've been test driving this thing for the last 250 miles, and I love this thing. It is totally rad. They're gonna have a great time with this. Jason, man, he chose well for the gift to give his wife for this Christmas. Cheers to that guy.
Cheers, Jason.